Hi, my name's Nico here, and I'm recording from my place on September 11th, 2021, which is, as you all know, the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. And there's many holes and misconceptions and unanswered questions in the 9/11 narrative, so I'd just like to go through a few of those. First of all, why is there no footage of any plane hitting the Pentagon? The FBI agents and other feds confiscated video footage from a gas station across the street hours after the attack, and they combed the crash site at the Pentagon and tampered with the evidence in the investigation. Why did they do this? And why is there only one small grainy video that shows something that looks like a missile hitting the Pentagon as opposed to a plane? And why is it such a small area of the Pentagon that's hit? It's not a big enough area for a plane to have hit. It's definitely missile sized. Why did a BBC News reporter state that World Trade Center 7 had collapsed while it was still standing? It was clearly still in the back when the reporter was making the news coverage. Why did she do this? It's very strange and it's never been answered. And why did World Trade Center 7 collapse even though it wasn't hit by a plane as the other two twin towers were? That is very mysterious. That is very strange. And I'd like an answer to that. Why was NORAD, the North American Air Defense Unit, ordered to stand down on September 11th and not intercept and shoot down the planes, even after they knew they were hijacked by terrorists and they were heading for New York, Washington, and the Pentagon? That's never been explained. That's very strange because it's always NORAD's policy to shoot and intercept enemy planes, except for that day. Why is Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11 and its government's connection to Al Qaeda, why are those classified documents? Why hasn't the US government come clean about the Saudis' cozy relationship with the bin Laden family and Al Qaeda? Why was bin Laden's family flown out of the US on a US jet just days after 9/11? If they were the enemies of 9/11, they should have been prosecuted and jailed, not having had the family members flown out of the country. It makes no sense. Why do multiple survivors of 9/11, including firefighters and first responders, say they heard explosions in the basement and lower floors of the Twin Towers? It's not just a couple, it's dozens and dozens of people all saying the same thing. It's never been answered satisfactorily, and it's the eyewitness reports of many people, so it has some credibility to it. The official 9/11 narrative has enough holes to fly a plane through. On this 20th anniversary of the September 11th attacks, we owe it to all the dead victims and survivors of this terrible tragedy to question the government's false narrative of what happened on that day. These victims deserve to have the answers to their questions, and they deserve to have those responsible brought to justice, not to mention the countless thousands of Afghans and Iraqi civilians that lost their lives in the US wars of imperialism. It's a conspiracy, it's a crime, and it needs answers. That's why there's the 9/11 Truth Commission. That's why there's people investigating. Please keep doing your research. Research these things that I've mentioned. And please stay diligent and stay safe. Thank you for listening.